Hello guys, you're welcome to another beautiful day with me on my channel Obinje O Talk, and my name is Obinje O. I want to use this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you that subscribe to my channel and watched my video. I just want to say thank you, and thank you for making this only possible, because if not for you guys, I probably won't be sitting down here to record another video. But I'm so grateful and thankful. So today, let's move on to what we have to talk about. Today I'm going to be talking about what marriage is, and that's because oftentimes when you go through your social media platform like I do, I get to see some, kind of anonymous posts that people post about what's going on in their relationship, and it gets me thinking, why are people going through all these problems? Even though I know problem in a way is synonymous to life, you can't pass through life without going through one or two challenges. But when I read some of these posts, I'm like, why? And it only gives me one conclusion in my mind, and that would be that a lot of people get into marriage not knowing basically what marriage is all about. And so when they get into marriage and they begin to realize basically what marriage is, they can't deal with whatever is going through in their homes. And unfortunately, some of these troubles they actually go through are more real than you and I can imagine. And obviously everyone is looking for somebody they could tell what they are going through. Everyone is looking for a shoulder to lean on, and we just sometimes need someone to bear it all to. We do not want some kind of criticisms or judgment. So that's what we get. A lot of these people write their issues on social media platforms because of what they are going through. And that's why I've decided to create this content today and let people know what marriage is all about, what marriage is, and maybe what marriage is not. Probably in a separate video I'm going to also talk about what marriage is not, so that people know what marriage is and what marriage is not. So number one, marriage is a healthy relationship. Marriage is a healthy relationship between two, mature individuals, between two mature, consenting individuals who have come of a certain age, that is age-wise, then the real sense of it, maturity, and mature enough to handle, the ups and downs that take place in marriage. So what is this healthy relationship we are talking about? A healthy relationship between two people who are able to lay down their differences and move forward in their relationship. When you get married, of course, and obviously you are not getting married to somebody who is basically like you in character, in thinking, in strength, and in everything. You're marrying somebody who is totally and outrightly different from you. And that's the beauty about the whole thing about a healthy relationship. You are fully aware that this person is different from you, so you are not expecting that person should behave basically or just the way you behave. You are mature enough to know that we are two different people, we behave differently, and we are coming with our differences to build this relationship called marriage. Nobody is more superior than the other. Nobody's opinion or ideas outweighs the other person's opinion or idea. In this relationship, you respect me, I respect you. You respect the things that I do, and I respect the things that you do. And before I start talking about the things that you do and the things that I do that I respect, it's because you have courted in the time past, and you know that you can deal with that person, and that person also can deal with you. So a healthy relationship is a relationship of two mature minds that are going to sit down and brainstorm together and obviously get to where they are going to get to. In this relationship, there is a kind of a togetherness where there is compromise. We are going to lay our standards down, especially when we want something that is going to be for the greater good of the relationship. Sometimes I might have an opinion about something, and your opinion totally differs from what my opinion is. In this kind of healthy relationship, we're going to be able to sit down together and weigh our options. Yes, you've come with such a brilliant idea, and obviously I might have come up with a brilliant idea because it's brilliant to me as far as I'm concerned. So this kind of relationship, both of us are going to be able to sit down and weigh our options, and if possible we might pick points from both ideas, just because we want each party to feel relevant, which we want each party to feel important, and we want each party, to be carried along in this kind of healthy relationship where we are expecting the best. So that's it. When you're thinking of getting into marriage, remember that marriage is a healthy relationship. It's not a boxing ring. No, it's not a war front. It's not any of that. It's a healthy relationship where we are expecting that, once in a while we are going to have some little misunderstandings, but because we are mature enough, we are going to be able to overcome whatever it is. So let's move on to the second point, that marriage is a ground for similar views. It's a ground for opinions that are, almost the same. It's a ground for, similar religious beliefs or visions or end goals. Now this is it. You can't be getting into marriage with somebody that you do not share, or you do not almost have the same, belief, the same end goals, the same visions, or whatever it is that you're projecting or targeting for your marriage. You obviously cannot be getting into marriage with that kind of person. This is the reason why. If you get into a friendship with someone that you guys do not share, I'm talking about friendship, not even marriage at the moment. You get into a friendship with someone that you don't share the same views, it won't be long before you guys get to fall out. So how much more of marriage when you're expecting to be in it for the longest period of time? Remember, our wedding vow says, till death do us part. So obviously you are getting into marriage with somebody that you're hoping and you are expecting that this is your last bus stop when it comes to marriage. So imagine that you're in a relationship with somebody that every time you guys sit down to have a conversation, you don't just agree with each other. You don't agree. No party is ready to lay down his or her pride, or lay down his or her opinion. And that's another thing. Are you laying down your opinion, your ideas or goals just because sake? No. So in marriage, if you're getting into marriage, you should have it at the back of your mind that this is a situation whereby two of us have the same belief, we have the same goals, we are projecting towards the same thing. And when you work together, trust me, you're going to be making the best out of whatever it is you're doing. There's going to be little room for arguments. There's going to be little room for disappointments. There's going to be no room or little room for setbacks. That's because, for instance, imagine your goals at that moment is to build a house or buy a car. Now both of you are saving towards it because this is a common goal or common course of action that both of you are projecting towards. But just imagine whereby one party is doing something and the other party is not, in union or in agreement with it. There's going to be, a lot of setbacks every now and then. So you should have it at the back of your mind that marriage is a ground for similar views. Another example I can think of is a religious belief or whatever it is. Now let's imagine you want to be getting married to somebody who shares the same belief with you, but remember that we also have people who throw guard or throw caution to the wind, get married to someone who shares a total different religious belief, or their religious grounds are different. That's because maybe when they were dating it was easy for them to get along, as in marriage and relationship are two different things. In relationship you can do just about anything and go scot-free with it, and they go into marriage with this kind of mentality, this kind of notion that, maybe for instance I practice this religion and my to-be practices this other religion, and because when we were dating it was simple and it was an easy ride, so we cannot actually make do with it when we get married. Trust me, when these two people get into marriage, it's not going to be easy. I know we have a few couples that are actually practicing different faiths and it's moving smoothly, but truth be told, how many couples do you know actually practice different religions in their marriage and are actually having it easy? The percentage of people who actually do it and it's going smoothly for them, it's very, 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 very easily too. So imagine the war they are always going to be having in the house, because most times the man would want the children to practice his religion, the woman would want her children to practice her religion, and there's going to be some kind of loggerheads and every now and then fight. At the end of the day, the children are going to be the ones at the receiving end of whatever battle the parents are facing in a relationship. So you should have it at the back of your mind that marriage is a ground for similar views, similar religious beliefs, both of you should have the same mind to plan together and execute projects together. And trust me, when you go into marriage and have it at the back of your mind that, yeah, this is what marriage is all about, trust me, you're going to be having it all smooth. Even when the challenges or the differences or whatever it is comes, both of you are going to be able to weather the storm together. The next thing is that marriage is a strong friendship. Yeah, marriage is a strong friendship. You see, I keep telling people, never get married to someone who is not a friend of yours. And a lot of people make this mistake. A lot of people get married to people that they are not friends with. They think the whatever it is they have going on in the relationship, the sexual whatever they have, they think it's too good to let go. And they forget that aside that, marriage is much more than that. What keeps a marriage going is strong friendship. And that's because when the challenges come, and trust me, they are going to come in numbers. The funny and the annoying thing is that sometimes we do not even know what areas these challenges are going to come through. Perhaps if we knew the areas these challenges were going to be coming out from, it will give us a kind of strength or power to be able to deal with it, but it doesn't, unfortunately. So when these challenges come rolling in their numbers, the only thing you people have going at that moment is your friendship. And it's not just any kind of friendship. Now this is where marriage comes inside. If everything had been put in place, the foundation of your marriage actually is on a strong solid ground, trust me, your friendship is going to be enough to weather whatever storm you guys are going through. And that's the beauty about marriage whereby the two parties involved know what it is, are able to build and capitalize on that friendship they have, instead of working on every other thing that means nothing or leads to nowhere. These people begin to build their friendship in marriage. Now marriage has, I'm sorry, like I said, the friendship that you guys have in your relationship has humility, it has trust, it has togetherness, it has it has, anything you can think about. And true friendship is that kind of relationship whereby you guys respect each other. So when you build and elevate your friendship and work to make it much better than it was before you got married, trust me, you're going to be having a wonderful time in your relationship. So have it at the back of your mind that when you're getting married, one criteria that should be topmost on your list is that you are getting married to your friend, because marriage is all about friendship. You don't want to know what it is to be married to someone who is not your friend, and then the bad times come. You guys cannot sit down to even laugh in the midst of trouble, in the midst of storm. You cannot even let go of the wrongs, the ills, the negativities, because there is no strong friendship, there is no bond. You can't actually relate to each other. So trust me, marriage is strong friendship. It is strong friendship. This is a time whereby even in the midst of that ill wind, we could still find one or two few seconds to laugh, one or two few seconds to remember the past and where it has led us to now. So that is what it is. Marriage is a strong friendship. The next point, which is actually my last point, is that marriage is an exciting option. Unfortunately, some people are into marriage because it was more of an obligation to marry that person than an option. But I want you to know that marriage is an option. This is an option an exciting option that you decided to take. You're fully aware of basically everything that you can possibly imagine in marriage. This is an option that you decided to take the bull by the horn and forward ever, backwards never. This is an option that I want to use the word, it's an adventure. Okay, an exciting adventure. Remember, we are going into it to enjoy the excitement, enjoy the adventure. And remember that adventure is a roller coaster. Yes, there is no adventure that you just go pop in and pop out. Adventure is all about there are moments when it's high and there are moments when it's low. There are moments when you can't just take it, and there are moments when you're just enjoying the flow. So that is it. Marriage is an exciting option for you. It's an option that you're going into it well kitted and well prepared, and trust me, you're so going to enjoy it. So basically, these are the 4 things I can actually talk about that marriage is. And in my next video, I'm going to be talking about what marriage is not, so that you're able to compare and contrast. You're able to know the differences, so that if you're getting into marriage, you should know that you are getting into it because you are matured, you are prepared. You're not going to get into marriage and after 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, you are going to say, no, I made a mistake and I need to, take the exit. No, no, no. Marriage is beautiful, and trust me, you really want to enjoy all those beautiful things that marriage has to offer. So this is it, and I will not leave you guys without telling you people to subscribe to my channel. Give me the thumbs up if you liked my video, and if there's anything that you'd love to add on what marriage is, then let's dive down into the comment section. Let's give those points out, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The name is Obinje O Talk, and till I come with my next video again, bye.